Well, hello gang, and welcome back to Rimworld. It's the 9th of April, 8 o'clock in the morning, and, things might be broken in the game, I don't really know. As I noted, I think last video, I've got some technologies that I'm pretty sure I wasn't supposed to have. I went and looked at the scenario start, and I know I didn't give myself electricity, or batteries, or solar panels. I'm going to assume that might have been chosen or added to the scenario because I decided to land with drop pods instead of being tribals just standing around. That's possible that that's a default in there, and I just didn't know it. So we've got a little bit of extra technology on our side. Yay us. The other thing is I had to remove 2 mods that were crashing the game. Hopefully nothing goes wrong, but I had to remove the outfitter mod. I kept the infused mod, so we should still have gear from time to time that comes infused with additional attributes and stat boosts and stuff like that. But yeah, I almost thought I was going to have to throw the whole series away. Couldn't start a new colony whenever I tried. I couldn't load this one. I couldn't load any save at all. Everything just crashed. And eventually figured it out, so we get to continue on with Tafferton here. And really, I took another long break due to streaming instead of recording videos for YouTube. And I'm not entirely sure where the hell I'm at. What were we doing? I think I was wanting to leave this open. Now there's 2 of them. 2 Night Stalkers? Gigantic Rafflesia. Yeah, I think I was wanting to leave that open, and I never did, even off screen, find a way to seal this off completely due to this marsh. At least not to seal it off easily. I'm gonna take that there, block that off. I think that, yeah, block that off there. Either way, I've got to find a way to come from this wall over here all the way over to this rock. Unless... hang on. Maybe that's not a good idea. So... this probably isn't a good idea either. I hate building things out of wood. But we'll fence this in. For now, we'll just do some temporary patching there. And that's as far as I can go here. I could bring the fence down here, probably, and take it to the road. And then walk the fence up. Okay. This is going to be marsh everywhere I try to go with it, isn't it? That looks horrible, but whatever. It'll do for now. We should be able to just seal all of this off then, and eventually maybe get lucky and have the animals leave this area, go down through here. I can't really section them off from water, unfortunately, due to the fact we've got this marshy soil everywhere. They can drink from that. Let's see. I can't even kill most of the things back here. Black rhinos would completely destroy us. I think cassowaries might be able to put up a little bit of a fight. Hello, turtle. No one will probably make it to you. Okay. If the Devil Stalker is going to kill everything back here, then we're actually on a time limit as well. Eventually, the predators will eat all of their food within our fenced-in area. I have to start going after colonists. What do we got going on? Food. Our food is actually fine, regardless of what that says, as well as our water. We may not have tons of bottled water just sitting around in an emergency, but we do have a well. And low water temp. Let's see. Finch. So we need steel. I think it's time maybe turn the priority on these up. Go ahead and mine first. I love this. This is my favorite part of Rimworld. Okay, you need to be a primetime cook, and Saldownik needs to be a primetime cook. Same with handling, actually. Number 2. Everybody loves the number 2. Drawing. I'm gonna leave that at 1. Somebody should always be drawing water. At some point, if we become advanced enough, we'll just make a robot that does that shit for us. Or by then, maybe, hopefully, we'll have automated water so people can just go drink from a water fountain or something. Plant cutting should be 2, and I think for now that's fine. Hauling, crafting, not too terribly important. I believe I have a mod that makes it so that they'll haul stuff if they're going to construct a wall. I don't know. I don't know how it works. I don't know what I'm going to say. I'm going to describe the mod improperly, but basically it helps with hauling stuff if people aren't even set up for it. Getting our components on. Question is, what should I use those for? Getting a freezer set up super early would be nice. It would stop me from wasting a ton of food. So get the water set up. I need to expand some of this, I think. Half tempted to move this and more or less make this like a power area. Have solar panels set up back here. Kind of squared out. This is a little bit of a waste of time, I'm going to admit. Mining this out. But this is also very secure and very fortified. Being hidden behind rock. I can steal it off easier. We'll have solar panels and stuff down here. Monolith. I feel like I'm gonna curse us. Sure, right next to the water for now. And Skeeto, what are you doing getting food poisoning from the veggie mush? It's made out of berries, peaches, and bananas, and it's fresh as can be. It's a fruit mush. These meals actually sound delicious, except for the horrible meat. Oh god. Don't tell me you guys have been eating twisted meat and stuff. Oh, they butchered that twisted thing we killed out there. Disgusting, you guys. You're animals. That was part human, you know. That's like eating a baby fetus. Why would you do that? Hintolin just about can't take it anymore. Still upset about his Lady Grey. You know what, Hintolin? If you need to snap, go for it. Just please don't do it around the rhinos. For some reason, a turkey is sick. It's got food poisoning. How the hell does a turkey get food poisoning? So what, we got 6 components. We need a total of 3 for solar power. And in order to have a freezer, I at least need one source of power, either wind or solar, a battery, to store the power at night, or for when the wind isn't blowing. So that's 5, and then a freezer, or a cooler at least. I need a total of 8. And chances are for this room, let's see, steel walls, huh? It's not gonna cut it. You know what, I want to check something. Do these walls actually have a stat that affects whether or not Like how well they insulate things. Flammability, no. I'm gonna try to build a bamboo wall. Just for cheapness. Just for cheapskate's sake. You know what, we'll use a bamboo door too. I said door, dang it. Wall is not gonna... Unless we have somebody who can phase through them like Jack, it's not gonna do us any good. Got 388 wood. Probably not enough to build this entire fence up here. I didn't actually bother to check it. Not that wood is really a big concern. And it's raining again. I do enjoy the fact that there is more or less no way for me to run out of water on this map. Not even really run out of fresh water. Like, we could drink out of this shallow water, you know, or the well, but just having these, I think they're going to be refilled with rain every couple of days. Hinterland finally stops digging for the night. He tried to dig for as long as he could to keep his mind off of the loss of his loved one. Slowly losing his sanity just a little bit. Still upset about the Grimoire. Grimoire of the Occult. It's gonna be quite a while before we place that this time, if we even do. I believe that brings with it a whole heaping host of new problems. And if there's one thing Tafferton doesn't need at this point, it's more problems. It's the 10th of April, midnight. I'm gonna let the colonists sleep. And whenever we come back, I don't know. Need to get some of this knocked out. Really, all we're waiting on is for them to catch up mining. We need steel to knock some of this stuff out, and then components for power. So if nothing else happens, we'll return once we get some of these things set up. Welcome back, gang. It's the 11th of April, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and we have an item stash opportunity. Abraham, mayor of the seaside townsfolk of Shadowplane, have informed us of a collection of valuable items not very far from us. It has a bionic brain pal in it. We're not going for it. I can't think of when we will ever possibly... It's going to be so long until we're able to use that. I'm not willing to risk anything dangerous right now. And also finished passive coolers. As you'll notice, I have set up a couple passive coolers to be built around the colony. It is a whopping 122 degrees outside and 129 in the kitchen. So yeah, we need something to cool it down just a little bit. The future power area has been cleared out, and other than that, not a whole lot's been going on. I'm still waiting on them to complete the fence up here. They've pieced together a few small sections of it, so slowly but surely. Hinterland is going to be our dedicated researcher, provided he doesn't fuck snap on us. He's almost over the fact that he wrote a book of horrible occult knowledge, which should help a little bit. Just hang in there, Hinterland. You're the only one with really good researching ability. He's got 12, and Fell has 10, so I guess Fell's not too far off. We need to clean this place, too. There is dirt, and grime, and disgustingness building up everywhere. Fell, what are you doing? I want you... Go ahead and finish building all of these little passive coolers. They take almost no effort to build. All they do is build a container, fill it up with water, and let it cool things down. I think that's how it works. I'm not entirely sure. Traditional unpowered cooler that works by water evaporation. So yeah. Not too terribly useful, but I mean, I take that back. It's 118 outside and it's now down to 80 some in the kitchen. It might drop even lower. It does have a limit as to how low it can drop the temperature. The bedroom's dropping. It's still fairly uncomfortable to poop in here, being over 100 degrees. The poop buckets and the filthy, grimy, dirty, nasty wash buckets. I'm surprised they're not cooling the room by evaporation. Poo water evaporating in the heat, cooling things down. I need to kind of force all of this stuff to be hauled inside. It doesn't take that long. But if I don't, they'll leave it out under the sun, and it will fall apart and waste all of our time that we spent planting it and growing it. Harvest those delicious mushrooms. I love also how I've got like freaking orange trees. There's a whole bunch of peach trees back here for fresh squeezed peaches. I moved the freaking monolith down here. No matter what setting I click on, mute or not mute, the voices won't go away, and they're going to drive me insane if I have to keep hearing them whisper while I'm looking at the base. So, do not worry. The pillar of strength, the pillar of our future faith, the beacon for the otherworldly entities, is still there. I'm actually kind of surprised it's been so quiet around here. I feel like we're still trying to dig ourselves out of the hole that we were dropped into. Rice, potatoes, bananas. It doesn't sound too bad. Some type of fruity rice pudding. Almost like an oatmeal. A breakfast oatmeal, but not quite. Okay, so there's 4 more components up there. And I did a little bit of scouting. We've got those components up there, and there's these ones down here, compacted machinery. There's a lot that's out here in the what I'm going to call the danger zone, where a lot of the predators, this is the killing fields down here. The snake gods live down here. They can eat a rhinoceros in one bite. All other types of weird creatures. The hippos, they're highly territorial. Wouldn't want to go anywhere near them. The creepy alien night stalkers that we're probably going to have to deal with at some point. And you know, I don't know where our spider friend is. There's a dead monkey in that one, a dead rat in that one, and a dead chinchilla. So we can assume, most likely safely, that our spider pal is out there somewhere. The only other spider pal that we've got, provided it's still around here, there it is our old Hyperweaver friend that we may not be able to tame. We're just lucky that he hasn't turned on, well, the tamer, which I want to say is generally either Fel or Saldownic. Let's see. Fel can do it, Saldownic and Skeeto all have a chance. They will all try once a day. And Skeeto, you are the least likely to get your face nommed off. One false move for anyone else, and that'll be it for him. I think I'm going to go ahead and set some stuff up to be built. When the time comes, we'll put a solar generator in the front. The first battery will go along the wall here. Connect those two, and voila. Voila. Just saying that word sounds weird. What the hell? And we'll put a freezer there, an air conditioner. all in one line. Hopefully I don't have to use too many more resources. I will most likely build another solar generator and just hope that we don't need power at night for a long time. These things as well, the small water tower, the solar heater, the thermal store, I may possibly be moving them to this side over here. That way we'll bring the utilities bolt in through this way. Have power up through here, and then probably bring the water pipes along the outside, and then jam them in here. I'll most likely have you guys around for that. But this is the next setup. You know what? Forget the meta train. Don't need that for now. Most likely the only bodies that are going to be dying on this map will be ours. Still don't really have any security a good security checkpoint set up. Not entirely sure what the hell we're going to do. What I may end up doing is building some type of small fortification area right here out of just sandbags. And when the enemy comes, we let them come through the fence here. And we just try to hold them right at the front of the ranch. This is a wildlife preserve, I guess. A ranch, a wildlife preserve, some type of test fields. A death trap, perhaps. Regardless, it's the 12th of April, 4 o'clock in the morning. If we're lucky, it'll stay peaceful for a while. Just a while longer. And maybe we'll get some additional help show up. Well, hello, folks. It is the 12th of April at 9 o'clock. And we have our first refugee wanting to join the colony. Unfortunately, it is not going to be a freebie. It is a bartender named Masao Maski. He calls from nearby. He's being chased by lost soldiers from the 8th Infantry Division. Now, I am willing to rescue somebody who is being chased by tribals, by the, whatever these guys are, the lost soldiers. I feel like I can take those if it was Orion Corporation or something, though. And get the hell out of here. Until I have better weapons, I'm not even interested in attempting that. But I think we're going to do this. Biologically, he's 29 years old. He is Skeeto's granduncle. Skeeto is currently crying in the barracks right now. He wants his own bedroom. Go figure. That's not going to happen for a while. He's incapable of intellectual. He's polyamorous, agile, neurotic, tough, a pluviophile, and intimidating. He's passionate for a lot of stuff as well. Melee, social, animals, cooking, and artistic. We're going to offer him safety. He comes from the north. You didn't come with a weapon, huh? Equip that short bow. So who doesn't have a short bow? Did somebody drop theirs or something? No? Okay. So everybody's going to have one. Masao, you've got synth thread shoulder pads, a synth thread t-shirt, and warm synth thread urban trousers. Okay. I don't really have any defenses up here, so hopefully it's only like one or two. We know exactly what gear they're going to show up with. The lost soldiers are... well, they're lost soldiers. I don't know exactly where they came from, or if they're just cosplayers, or what. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's not who I think it is. Oh, wait, no, it is. He's riding a cassowary! Okay. They're attacking immediately. Oh, God, I didn't expect them to be riding a cassowary. Masao, you better hurry up. Everybody else, get up here. I don't really have any good defenses to hide behind. Crud. So even if I'd been raided later, it wouldn't have mattered too much. Okay. Everybody get up here. Hintelman. You go hide right there. So I'll get everyone to hide behind trees and rocks and stuff. Hopefully nobody's out there harvesting. Our freezer was coming along pretty well too before this. Actually, Masao, you son of a bitch, you better go grab a bow. You're not even gonna be ready for combat, are you? By the time everybody has to fight, we'll spread out just a little bit. Fell, stand there. I really wish we had your help right now, Skeeto. What are you shooting at? Okay, now nobody was shooting. I was like, there's no way they can see him just yet. Masao, come over here. Riding a freaking cassowary. Cohen the officer. He opens fire with his first shot. He is using an old-fashioned rifle. It falls just short of Finch. Okay, so Hinterland, I'm gonna need you to move up. Saldownik, I need you to move up as well. Fell. You think you've got a shot on him. Oh, this is gonna get ugly. Okay, don't charge out there just yet. What if I have Saldownik pop out there? He will pop around the corner. Don't shoot your buddy. Don't shoot your buddy. That would not be good. Fell, move up. Draw his fire. I'm sure he's going to be way more accurate than we are. Fell charges forward. Hinterland, it's time to step around to see if you can plink him a couple times. Well, this shot looks like it's going straight for Saldownik. It hits the wall. Hinterland sneaks up from behind, and I think hits him with his first shot. Dead on. He was shot in the right pinky. He doesn't know where that arrow came from. He still hasn't seen Hinterland. Damn, and he just took a lot of shots. His right arm, his liver's been perforated, his right humerus. Saldownik is mumbling curses under his breath. Okay. He's gone, he's gone. You leave his cassowary alone. It's just a poor little thing. I was really hoping we wouldn't kill you, but we did. So, rest in peace, Cohen. You should not have come here. I'm curious. Fell, you've got 10 shooting. I think we'll have Fell take over ownership of the old-fashioned rifle there. I really don't know what's better, the rifle or the bows. Bows, as you can see, can be pretty damn deadly. They don't mess around if you don't have armor. Skeeto is gonna have... You're making it worse on yourself. He's no longer hiding in his room. I was like, you're only in a worse mood, Skeeto, because you're throwing a tantrum. You've basically dehydrated and starved yourself throwing your little temper tantrum. You should be ashamed, son. You really should be. This is our freezer. By the way, changing subject from scolding Skeeto. I'm setting it up with the vegetable stockpiles. Let's go ahead and... Where's the meat? The meat stockpile. Don't necessarily care about animals. We'll do 2 for meat. Meals. You know, I should probably have meals closer to the front, but whatever. Have 1 row for them. And... I'm not entirely sure if joy items need to be refrigerated, but hell. There we go. I'll be adjusting these as needed, obviously. And they should start out important, which is 1 step above this stockpile at normal, I believe. 2 steps. So normal, preferred, important, and critical. But yeah, with this, hopefully we should be able to cool this down and start saving food. That way I don't have to expand out the garden any larger than this. And if we ever actually start recruiting more people, I won't have to waste so much manpower and so many man hours on just feeding us. Skeeto the musician, hiding in his room. He was in there screaming at the walls. He wanted to hear his own voice. Finch, you got shot. I didn't even pay attention. Your left 4th toe got shot. Saldownic, can you tend to Finch? I'm gonna just pretend. Yeah, you are the best doctor that we've got. Okay. I don't have too many people set up to be a doctor right now. So we'll save you. Skeeto has anxiety that will need to be treated regularly. Unfortunately, let's make that medical. And we're pretty much good to go. The next big thing that I'm going to be working on and trying to figure out where I want to build it is going to be bedrooms. I'm half tempted to try to build walls here out of wood, just to get them up as quickly as possible and then section them off into bedrooms. I'm still debating exactly what I want to do. I mean, we've got this building over here that I don't know if I want to use yet. I think whenever we come back, I will recruit maybe 1 or 2 people and send them over here to open these doors, see what's on the inside, scout them out. Like I say, we may use these rooms, but it's so far away from the ranch. I really don't want people... if they only go there to sleep, that wouldn't be too bad. I don't know, though. I hate having my bedrooms so far away from the center of action. It's the 13th of April, May, 5 o'clock in the morning. We have built a freezer in order to preserve our food, and we welcomed a new recruit, Masao. The question is, who is Masao going to be? Masao Maske, male colonist of dirty heathens. He was a cult child in his youth, born into a powerful cult which shunned advanced technology and believed that all illness could be cured by cleansing the soul through sacred art. After his first glimpse of the outside world, he decided to say fuck that and ran away. He's also a bartender as an adult. Worked as a bartender on a seedy space station. The job entailed 1 part drink mixing, 1 part diplomacy, and 1 part head bashing. Not bad skill-wise. 10 socials is going to be pretty good. Negotiating, convincing, manipulating others. Not too happy with you being neurotic. It does help your work speed, but you are more likely to have mental breaks. Okay. I think you are going to be... this is going to be Nylon Maske. Nylon Intruder. Pantyhose Thief, maybe? I'm not entirely sure. I'm going to have to ask him what that name is alluding to next time I see him in chat. I'm going to let the colonists get back to it. There's really nothing else going on right now except finishing up building these things and harvesting our plants. I'm going to try to knock out all of this steel here and haul it back to base. That way we hopefully won't need any more for a while. Even though we are using it incredibly quick. Having a stockpile of about 500 steel would be really nice. And actually, I need to haul everything. I want all of this stuff brought inside before it rots away under the sun. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to do something real quick about this body, aren't I? I wasn't really wanting to build this just yet. We'll do it right by the door. Saldownic, can you build this? So it'll take 75 steel and 30 wood. We've got more than enough resources right now for it. He'll use this steel and have to run back up there and get the rest. But then we're going to chop this body into ribbons. Do some science on it and get it out of here before colonists become too upset having to look at it. Observed a corpse. They're already getting upset. And the more it gets bloated and the more it rots, the more upset they're going to become. Skeeto will probably break at some point soon. But provided he doesn't hurt himself or kill anybody else, I think that we'll pull through.